Hi, I'm going to show you a little bit about Flambodia, a new game that we're working on for Android. This is an RPG, single player right now. First thing I want to tell you about is the graphics engine. This is the only tile game that I know of that actually has single pixel movement. Most of the tile 2D based games that I've seen out there, in fact all of them that I've seen, you can only move a tile at a time, which is real jerky. This game is actually done in a way that every pixel you can actually move to every pixel on the screen, which makes for much smoother movement. Another thing that's fairly advanced is it is 2D and tile based, but we use a fairly advanced tile engine that lets us make terrains that look pretty good very easily. So all of the transitions and tiles, basically the thing just looks really good. Another thing that makes it look really good is these shadows on the various objects. Alright, so let me see if I can get over here to where some critters are. There's one. So this game is intended to be sort of a merge of ideas from various different kinds of games. One of them is it's heavily influenced by Ultima Online. Alright, I'm getting my butt kicked here. Hold on. Alright, let me run off and heal. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go get this guy. So, these guys are running around with ranged attacks. There's various different kinds of creatures in here. Things that are ranged attackers and also up-close attackers. I'm going to blow this guy away with a spell. I'm still working on the graphics. Actually, we're still working on the whole thing. But these are spell buttons down here. I don't have graphics for them yet, but we will soon. The control mechanism is either touchscreen or trackball. Right now I'm playing it as if it were a touchscreen, which that's another thing that I found pretty annoying on various Android games is the control mechanisms are just terrible if you have a touchscreen. Anyway, these guys dropped some loot. Let me pick that up. And let's see. The spell system is very similar to Ultima Online. I've got a mana bar here and a health bar. I'm going to go ahead and meditate and get my mana back up. Let me own these guys real quick. Now it's I'm experimenting with different spells right now. We're working on figuring out the right kind of balance and the right kinds of spells. I'm going to snare this guy. So he's snared. And notice he's running slower than the rest of the guys now. And I can actually take him out with my fireball. There we go. And I promise you that'll be better when we're done. I'll blow this guy away real quick. And heal myself up. Meditate. And that's what the combat looks like in the graphic system a little bit. Let me run down here and show you a couple of other mobs. Ah, here's an orc. Alright, so let's get these guys. Now, one thing that's kind of EQ-like is if you want to minimize how much of a beating you're taking, I'm going to take this guy that's at full health and snare him. Now I've only got one guy that's really on my tail. And, well, okay, now there's a bunch. Let's get these guys all snared there. And do some kiting. And I know this is one of the worst game mechanics ever, but here's some med kiting. I'm going to meditate while they're running back in. I'm going to get the guy with the lowest health and blow him away first. There we go. So these spells here, what I've got implemented right now in this current one, this selects which mob you're working on. This one here is heal self. and this is snare. This is meditate. And like I say, we'll be putting graphics in for that pretty soon. But anyway, these guys drop some armor. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Now, if I take a look at my inventory, I've picked up some iron swords and some armor. Now, let me show you crafting. Actually, I'll show you crafting in a minute. Okay, over here, we've got all these orcs. Now, there's this orc hero in here somewhere. An orc mage. And the purpose of this mage, you pretty much can't kill him unless you have better equipment. And then that gives me an excuse to show you how the equipment works.